What is up, guys? Welcome to the first vlog that I've done basically since CES. Everything has been pretty much a whirlwind just because we have had a ton of launches and I actually moved, so I'm in my new place now and I've set up the office on the third floor, which is basically like a finished attic almost. It's good because it gives me more space than I would in like one of the smaller bedrooms, but it does get hot in here. That's why I have the AC on. So if you guys can hear that, sorry about that. But the whole idea for this vlog is to go through sort of getting this office together and doing some upgrades. So I'll flip the camera around so you guys can kind of see the office. It's not all that large, but it definitely gives me enough space, so I have enough space. So like you guys are used to seeing this backdrop right here for when I do all my shooting, and then when it's just me in front of the camera, I use that table and we have that right there. But my main concern with this office is that it's just not that bright. We have a single light right there, and I actually upgraded the bulb in there to a brighter one, and it's just not bright enough in here for me. So my idea was to get these what are called shop lights. They're from a company called Barilla, and I think they're like 45 bucks on Amazon, and you get 6 of these tubes right here, and they're LED lights. They should be pretty bright, and the whole reason I went with these is because you can install them and then easily take them out. You don't have to wire them into your existing electric. Like I wouldn't have to wire it into there or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and install these, and again, just to show you like a before, this is the before. I'm sure we'll go over it again, but this is what the before looks like. So, you know, not all that bright in here, just that single light, and we'll see what it looks like once I get everything installed. All right, guys, so I've got the lights installed. The installation process wasn't all that bad, but this ceiling is kind of just kind of sucks. I had to install them kind of crooked because when the screws went in, they weren't holding, and they're still not holding that great. But just to give you an idea, here is the light on, just our normal light that we had, as I showed you before. You know, it does light up the room, but it's just not bright enough. And we'll turn that off, and we'll turn these on. And you can see just how much brighter they are and everything like that. You will notice that we do have like these hanging here, which I'm going to remedy in just a little bit. You'll also notice, like I said, the screws weren't hanging in that great, so we have just like some space up there. I think I'm going to reattach some of these with command strips, and hopefully I got like wire command strips to put those up, and then you can see I have this wire down here, so we'll get all that figured out. But as far as installation, not that bad, but my ceiling wasn't very cooperative. So we'll try to get some command strips and finish everything up. Now we have the command strips installed, so we don't have hanging cables. Worked out really well, I think. First time using these type of command strips for cables. You can see what we did there with the power. It just looks really good, I think. I think it looks really well. You can see that we do have our, on and off switch there, but what I did, if you saw in the video, is we hooked it up to a smart plug. So if I say, turn off office lights, boom, off. Turn on office lights, and we're back on. How cool is that? So I don't even have to hit the switch. I just tell Alexa what to do. Very, very cool. All right, guys, so to go ahead and sort of end things off here, I think that these lights worked out really great for my situation. The big thing is that I'm renting, and that I didn't want to buy big lighting fixtures that I had to actually wire into the electrical of the house. one, I shouldn't do that while I'm renting, and two, I literally have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to that stuff. So I wanted something simple that I could just plug in that would work and that would provide a lot of light, and I didn't want to spend a ton of money. So these lights worked out really great, really easy to install, and in hindsight, when I look back on the installation, I really shouldn't have drilled into my ceiling. I will have to, you know, cover those holes up when I go ahead and move. But if I would have used the command strips for the lights, I think it would have made things much easier. I wouldn't have made that one crooked. It just would have made things much easier. And these, the lights are very, very light. They don't weigh hardly anything. I think a power strip weighs more than these lights. So, you know, having command strips holding them up shouldn't be an issue. So I would have gone that route. If I install these somewhere else, you know, I'm definitely gonna use command strips, just makes things much easier. But installation was easy, and I used the command cable organizers to kind of put the cables up and everything like that. That worked out really well too. So I'll have a link to the lights as well as the command cable organizers in the description below. But this is the first of many upgrades to this office. When I moved in here, it was just like, get all my crap in here and get back to work. And now it's like, how can I be more productive? And one of the biggest things was I need better lighting in this room. I was using my studio lights in this room, and that's just not a good thing. One, they get super hot, they use a lot of power, and it just wasn't a great setup. So I needed better lighting in here, and this kit worked out really well. These are called shop lights. I kind of just stumbled upon them on Amazon when I was looking for lighting. That was like, again, a big thing that I wanted in this room, and it worked out really well. So again, I'll have links below to all of that stuff. But if you have any questions about the lights, about the command strips, or anything like that, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.